It's October the 4th, and this is your Pacific Palisades real estate market update. I'm James Respondek with Rodeo Realty. I've sold hundreds of homes to generations of Palisadians. Here is this week's important market activity. There are 83 listings. That's up 3 from last week. Just listed in Rustic Canyon, 724 Green Tree for $15,250,000. It's a very cool Noah Walker design built in 2018. Now, it's 4,000 square feet on a 12,500 square foot lot. So it's pretty up there on price per square foot. We're talking $3,800 a foot here. But it does have some high design, and it's elevated, I think, by, for instance, it's got a very cool like grid window system that I think really elevates the high design of this house. And I love Rustic Canyon. Just listed in the Lower Riviera, 765 Amalfi Drive for $8.9 million. This is primarily a land play, so it's pretty much a tear down. The lot is a 16,500 square foot lot, and it does sit on the rim, so it's got nice views across to the rim of Chautauqua and then up to Will Rogers. And if you got all the way to the back of the lot, you might see a peekaboo of the ocean or from a second story. Now at 8.9, it's looking more like an owner-user, if they got lots of money, or, you know, because your developers are probably going to find it a little rich at that price. Just listed in the Palisades Highlands, 1309 Piedra Morada, listed for $6.8 million. So this is interesting. It's sold in 21 for $4.2 million. Now it does have a lot of square footage, 6,500 square feet, great lot, 16,500, nice views, so it's got a lot of good attributes. But it's in the Highlands. I'm not sure this 1986 vintage that hasn't really been updated is going to carry that price, but the market will speak, as it were. Just listed in Sunset Mesa, 18315 Coastline Drive, listed for $3,950. Now this traded in 22 for $3,250, and I don't know they did a whole lot. They tweaked it a little bit. It's got a little bit of a quirky floor plan. Does have a pool, but no yard other than that probably. Does have nice views from the front of the house where there are decks that look out to the ocean and the coastline. Just listed in Ridgeview Estates, 1420 Bienvenida, listed at $6,550. This is a 1995 traditional that has been updated nicely. The previous owner did a great job in the kitchen and in the owner's suite. I'm coining that one, the owner's suite, okay? 6,700 square feet on a 45K lot. Not all that's flat, by the way. Now here's a couple of, interesting points that are pluses and minuses. It's right next to the hiking trail entrance, so very handy if you want to go hiking. But then, you got the hikers. Oh, and you're right at the gates of Ridgeview, which is really great because the guard's taking extra good care of you. But you're also right there at the gate, so, pluses and minuses. Just listed in the Upper Riviera, 1509 Amalfi for $23,295,000. Ooh. So this is the way I sort of found this. Imagine you're in Tarzan's dream treehouse, okay, that goes kind of Bali style in a Jurassic Park setting. I don't know. That's just my take on it. It's a cool house, by the way. It's been beautifully redone, but I don't know. It's $23 million, and it traded not that long ago for, I don't know, as I recall, maybe it was around 6 or something like that. The location is fabulous. You've got surrounding estates around you that are some of the best this side of the 405. Now, here's another fun fact here, or a point. No gym necessary, because as I counted them, there's 6 levels to this house. Anyway, just listed in the Las Casas Loop, 542 Las Casas for $5.5 million. Now this is a Thomas James under construction. It's about 3,900 square feet on a 6,000 square foot lot, 7,000 square foot lot. Now, it's not done yet, so this is an opportunity for a buyer to come in and, give their feedback as to finishings, the final finishing touches and, you know, and finishes. So you can have some fun doing that. And Thomas James is a very competent, big construction company. So they got layers of management. You know they're going to get the job done for you. Just listed in the Bel Air Bay Club, 334 Aderno Way for $5 million. It's a 1947 mid-century, 2,700 square feet house on a 8,100 square foot lot. Now this has RTI plans for the next iteration. Haven't seen those yet. Could be fun to look at. This property does have pretty fabulous ocean views, and Bel Air Bay Club, a very cool little beach enclave. I love it. Just listed in the Village Bluffs, 545 Swarthmore for $3.5 million. Again, this is primarily a land play, smaller house, 1,700 square foot cottage on a 5,000 square foot lot, 3.5. So price per square foot on the lot's a little on the high side, but it's a great locale. Stroll right into the new Caruso Village. Just sold in the Alphabet Streets, 1101 Monument Street for $6,250,000. Sold $250,000 over the ask, so they priced this one right. It's new construction, modern farmhouse, about 4,200 square feet on a 6,000 square foot lot, literally a stone's throw from the new Caruso Village. So we'll be dining at Angelini and Portavia and all those fun places, shopping at Chanel and Louis Vuitton. Anyway, super close to the village, and I loved the owner's suite, and this one was sweet, if you know what I'm saying. Just sold in the Bel Air Bay Club, 347 Aderno Way for $3,112,000, and this sold $400,000 over the ask. So, and why? A small house, but a big lot. This lot was 10,500 square feet. So great size lot. Now it was kind of a cornerish kind of lot, so you lose some of that on the setbacks, but sweet 10,500 square foot lot. Just sold in the Village Bluffs, 742 Via de la Paz, sold for $4,680,000. Now listen to this story. It started for $6.5 million a year ago. Woo. So, and it sold in 21 for $4,730,000. It's 4,500 square feet on a 7,500 square foot lot. It was built in 2006, so it wasn't your brand new architectural, but it was architectural. Now, I think there were some concessions there, so that real price is reflected a little higher in the higher fours. Just sold in the Village Bluffs, 744 Haverford for $2.1 million. Ooh. Definitely entry level fixer, you know, tear down, 1,444 square foot on a 6,000 square foot lot that tiered up from the street. So it's going to be a little more, you know, a little more site work building on that baby, but you will get some views from the top of the lot. And 2.1 and still stroll into the village, pretty nice. And last but not least, just sold in Sunset Mesa, 3524 Shore Heights Drive, sold for $2,700,000. That was $200,000 over the ask, okay? A mid-century traditional, was dated but redone, sort of like a dated redo as I like to call them. Didn't really have a garage. They stole it and made it into another living space. 2,360 square feet on 6,800 square foot lot with some views, but not bad. I hope this information has been helpful to you, and if you're looking to find your perfect home, I see more property than probably just about anybody in the Palisades. And if you're thinking of selling, it's still a great time to sell. Capture the rest of this selling market. Call me, I'd love to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.